Hello everyone, myself Ritesh. I have 5 years of experience into data engineering and data analytics field. My key skills or key expertise are Power BI for reporting purpose, the database that is SQL, and I have also have expertise into Azure Cloud, which includes ETL that is Azure Data Factory, ADLS, Logic Apps, and Databricks. I've been working for multiple MNCs since last 5 years. I've worked for retail, I've worked for automobile, and I've also worked for cloud and technological domains.
So hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about SQL joins, what all types of joins we have in SQL. If this is the most commonly asked interview question, maybe at the start of your career when you are starting your career in data analytics, data engineering, or any data related field, and this is also asked in future references also if you have certain number of experience, even then also the joins are very important. Let's assume this video we are primarily focusing on if there are any duplicate number of records in a particular table, and if we join that duplicate records with the other table, the records in the other table, how does they work, what exactly a null join condition would look like in any of the joins. So we are primarily focusing on that concepts today. Let's move on to the SQL server. So let's assume we have two tables, a table A and table B. So we'll start creating that tables here. The table A and table B. Both of them has only one column, that is num. It's an integer column. Let's try to insert one and one similar records in both the tables. So let's see what does they look like. So the table A has one record and table B has one record, which is one and one. So let's assume how does a join work here. So there are primarily four basic join concepts in SQL: the inner join, left join, a right join, and full outer join. So in case of inner join, we only have similar records in both the tables. We only have matching records. So we will first see inner join. So in case of inner join, we would have only similar records. So as of now, we only have one and one record. Let's assume how does this would look like. So we have only similar records. So one and one would come into picture here in case of inner join. So we would add few more records. Let's add one. So we have one and one twice in both the tables. We'll add one more. We'll add a two in table one, and we'll add a one in table two again, the table B again. So we have taken alias here, table A as T1 and table B as T2. Alias, it's a concept in SQL where we are replacing that complete table name with this a single character, that is T1, and table B with the T2. So we have added few records to both the tables. So table A has one and two. Table B has all three ones. So how does a inner join work? So inner join is nothing but we have when we have similar number of records, it would do the similar join, a kind of Cartesian product there. So one in table A, and it would match with all the three ones in table B. So there would be three records plus one in table A. It would again match with all the three records. So one into three is three. And in case of inner join, there would be only matching records. So two is there isn't any match for two. So ideally it would be six records. So we'll see the join condition. How does it look like? Yeah, the count would be total six records. Only matching condition available. I mean, matching records are available. So let's assume how does left join and right join would look like. As T2 on, so we are performing join on these two columns. So we have to match that column there as we have given alias. So T1 num is the column name, and T2 again the num is the column name. So in case of left join, we'll again see the records here. In case of left join, all the records from the left table, that is the first table, would come into picture, and only matching records from the second table would come into picture. So here in this case, we have a one in the table A. So we have three similar ones in the table B. So it would be three records again. Now, second one would have similar three records again. So 3 plus 3, and we have two, as we are using a left join, so we only have one unmatching record. But yeah, it's a part of table A, towards the left of the table, which is left table. So we have one more record, so it would be 3 plus 3, 6 plus 1, 7. So we'll see how does a left join look like. So there isn't any matching for 2, it would give you a null here. So there are total 7 number of records in case of left join. So similarly, we would do a right join. So one after other, we will increase the complexity. We will add few more records. Let's assume we will check the records again. So table A has 1, 1 and 2. Table B has 1, 1 and 1. So in case of right join, how does they look like? So it would find only similar records from the table 2, that is the table towards right, and the matching records from the table 1, table 2, and the similar records from both the tables. So in case of 1, we have two ones here. So the count would be 1 into two similar ones. So 1 into 2 is 2, plus we have one more one. We have two similar records in the table A, so 2. And similarly, we also have one more one. We have two similar records, so 2. So the total count would be 6 here, 2 plus 2 plus 2. So how does a right join look like? So this is how a right join look like. All the similar records from the both the tables, as well as the total number of records from the right table. I mean the all records from the right table. So as we have only similar columns available, when we join these two tables, so there would be total 6 number of records. For every one, we have two similar conditions. So 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2 plus 1 into 2, it would be 6 records there. So we would again see the outer join condition. How does our outer join look like? We'll see the number of records here first. We'll try to add few more records. So in case of outer join, all the records from maybe a matching record, maybe unmatching record from both the tables, we need to get all the number of records in the outer join. So we will add few more records. In table A, we would add 2 here. In table B, we would add an additional 2. So let's see the total number of records available here. So we have around 4 and 4 records in both the tables. So 1, 1, 2, 2 in table A, and 3 times 1, that is 1, 1, 1, and 2 in table B. So we would do the outer join here. So in case of outer join, all the similar records as well as non-similar, non-matching records would come into picture. How does a full outer join would look like? So this is how a full outer join would look like. As we need to present all the matching as well as non-matching records. So for every one, in case of table A and table B, if you consider this first record in table A, we have 3 similar records. So 1 into 3 is 3. In case of another one, we have 3 similar records. So 1 into 3 is 3. In case of 2, we only have one matching 2, that is 2 into 1. I mean, the value is only once. So 2 into 1, 1. And I mean, we have 2. So 1 and 1. So 1 into 1 is 1, and 1 into 1 is again 1. So for every 2, we have only one match, similar record. So 3 plus 3 is 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Plus 1, 8. So we would have 8 different records here. So in case of full outer join, all the similar records and non-similar records would come into picture. So let's add few more columns here. In table A, we would add 3, and in table B, we would add 2 additional. So how does an outer join, inner join, and left join? We will do all join conditions here. So we have a 3 here. We would add a 3, additional 3 in table B. Yeah. So in table A, we have 5 records, and in table B, we have 6 records. So in case of inner join, how does an inner join look like? So for inner join, only similar or matching records would come into picture. So for every one in table A, we have 3 similar ones. So 3 records. For every one, we have 3 similar records again. So 3. For every two, we have 2 similar records. So it would be 2. For every two, again, we have 2 similar records. So it would be 2. For every three, we have only one similar record in both the tables, 3 and 3. So it would be 1. So 1, 3, we assume as a 1 value, and in table B also 3, we assume it as a 1 value. So in case of inner join, it would be 3 plus 3, 6, plus 2, 8, plus 2, 10, plus 1, 11. So in case of inner join, it would have 11 number of records. So in case of left join, we have similar records from table A and only matching records from both the tables. So in case of one, we have 3 similar conditions. So inner join and left join would similarly have the same number of records in this picture, because see, for every matching record in table here, we have similar number of records also available, but the count would be, in case of left inner join also, and in case of left join also, for every one we have 3 ones plus 3 again, and for every two we have 2. For every two, we have another 2 records, and plus 3. So here the count would also, sorry. So for every matching 3, we have only one matching 3 here. So the count would be 3 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1 plus 2, and it would be around 11 records here again. So left join and inner join, in this scenario, when we have 1 1 2 2 and 3 in table A, and 1 1 1 2 2 and 3 in table B. So it would be around 11 number of records in case of left join. So let's see how does a right join work here. In case of right join, only similar records from table B, that is table 2 to the table towards right, would come into picture, and non-matching records from the table, they're matching records from both the tables, and non-matching records from the table B or the table towards right. So for every one, we have, so here in table B, we have 1, 3 times 1. So for every one, we have 2 similar ones here. So 2 into 1 would be 2 plus 2 plus 2. For 2, we have 2 similar records. So plus 1. For 2, we have, for this 2, we have 2 similar 2s. For this 2, we have 2 similar 2s again. And for 3 also, we have 1 similar 3. So in case of right join, it would be 2 plus 2 plus 2 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 plus 3 13. So in case of right join, we have 13 number of records. Sorry, my bad. For every 3, we have only 1 similar record, so we have 11 number of records. We would again see the columns present here. So in case of right join, for every one, we have 2 similar ones. So plus 2. For every one, we have 2 similar ones plus 2. Again, for 1, we have 2 similar records 2. For 2, we have 2 similar records 2. For 2, we have 2 similar records 2. And for 3, we only have 1 similar record. So it would be 3, 1 here. So 2 plus 2, 6, 4 plus 2, 6 plus 2, 8 plus 2, 10, and plus 1 is 11. So in case of right join, we have 11 different records. So let's assume we have a full outer join. How does a full outer join would look like? So full outer join also, there there would be a similar matching records from both the tables and non-matching records. So we have an every match. We have a every match for every record present in both the tables. So the count here would again still remain the same, 11 number of records. So let's add few more columns. We will add 4 here, and we will add a 5 here. So let's see how does it look like. So a 4 and 5, we have added non-matching records, and let also add a null. How does a null look like? So we will add 1 null here. Yep. We have 7 records in table A, and we have 7 records in table B. sorry, 8 records in table B. So how does an inner join work here? In case of inner join, only similar records. So for every one in table 1 or table A, we have 3 similar ones. So it would be 3. For every one, again, we have 3 similar records. 3 plus 3, 6. For every 2, we have 2 similar records. So 2. For every 2, we have 2 similar records, again 2. So for 3, we have only one similar record, 3. For 4, we don't have any similar records. So that would be neglected. And how does a join, a null would work in case of inner join? So in case of joins, it may be an inner join, it may be a left outer join. So every null acts independently. So not even, I mean, a null doesn't store a value. So every null acts a unique identifier here. So null and null would never match because this null would have a separate value or this null would have a separate value. I mean, every null acts as a unique identifier. Every null is a unique here. So null and null would never match. So in case of inner join, we would have 3 plus 3 is 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 and plus we have 3 for 1. So 10 plus 1 is 11 number of records here. In case of left join, how does it look like? So in case of left join, similar records from both the table. So for one, we have 3 matching records, 3. For the next one, we also again have 3 matching records, 3. For 2, we have again 2 matching records, 2. For 2, again, we have 2 matching records. And in case of 3, we also have a matching record that is 1. I mean, one similar matching. So in case of left join, all the conditions from the left. So we don't have a match for 4, even though it's a part of left table. So we would have a 1 record there and null. So null so these two nulls never match together, as I said, and every null acts as a unique. So no two nulls are matched together. Every null acts as a unique identifier. So there would be one record for 4 and one record for null. So how does a left join look like? Let's see. Yep. So every record there would be so the matching records would give you the matching in the both the columns. So for one we have 3. So for again one we have 3 records. So 3 plus 3 6. For 2 we have 2 matching records. For 2 again we have 2 matching records. 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10. For 3 we have one matching record, 11. And 4 we don't have any matching towards the right table, so 4 and null, and every null acts as a unique identifier here. So these two nulls are never, I mean, these you might have seen these two nulls, but these are not matching together just because there isn't any value available for this null also in table B, so it is giving as null here. So to clarify it more, we would again add a null in table A. So let's see how does the records look like. So we have 8 records and 8 records in both the tables. I have added an additional null in table A. So there are 2 nulls in table A and there is only one null. So in case of inner join, only matching records. So the count would again remain the same. Uh, so here, how does an inner join look like? 11 number of records. But in case of left join, we had an additional null. So these two nulls never match together. Every null acts as a unique identifier. So two nulls would come similarly. I mean, two nulls would come again in the left join, and all the similar, I mean, similar records as well as all the records present in the table A or the table towards left would come into picture. So we would have one for the 3 records. We have one for every 3. Again, one for 3 matching records in table B, 2 for 2 matching records, 2 for 2 matching records. We only have 3 matching. 4, there isn't any value available in table 2, and 2 nulls towards the left table. So how does a right join look like here? Let's see what are the records. So in case of right join, for every one in table 2, we will see the columns present in the table 2 or table towards the right. So for every one here, we have 2 similar records. So 2. For again 1, we have 2 similar records. So 2. Again 1, we have 2 similar records. 2. So in case of 2, we have 2 similar records. 2. In case of this 2 also, we have 2 similar records. 2. In case of 3, we have only one similar records plus 1. And in case of 5, there isn't any matching, but that column is present, or that record is present in the table towards right. So we have non-matching 5, and we also have one null. So these nulls would never combine, as null acts as an unique identifier. So we have around 13 number of records: 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 11 12 13 records. So in case of right join, we would have 13 records. 5, there isn't any matching in the table A, so it is indicating null, and one null, there isn't any matching also in the table A, so that would also indicate null and null. So in case of outer join, how does it look like? So we would again see the number of records present here. So we have 8 and 8 records. So how does an outer join look like? So in case of outer join, all the records and all matching as well as non-matching records come into picture. So for every one, let's assume these tables again. So this one, we have 3 similar matching records. So 3 plus this one, we have 3 matching records. 3. For 2, we have 2 matching records in the table 2 plus 2. Again 2, we have 2 matching records. For 3, we have only one matching record. So here the join condition, now we have to check. For 4, we doesn't have any match, but in case of outer join, would calculate as a 1. For every null, there is as every null acts as a unique identifier. So 2 nulls, so plus 1. And here also we have 5, which doesn't has a matching, plus 1. And null also indicate as a unique identifier here. So in case of outer join, it would be 3 plus 3 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 plus 1 11 plus 1 12 plus 1 13 plus 1 14 plus 1 15 plus 1 16. So in case of outer join, we would have 16 number of records. So all the matching conditions, we have 3 ones matching here. We have again 3 ones matching here. Yeah, these 3 ones. We have 2 matchings here, 2 matchings here. We have 3 1 match here. So in column in table A, we had 4, which is non-matching, and table B, there isn't any matching. In case of table A, we have null. There is no matching in table 2. Again, in case of table B, we have 2 nulls. So as we have seen, yeah, in case of table A, we have 2 nulls. So in outer join, 2 nulls would come separately. Uh, this is the outer join. So these 2 nulls are from table A, and again in table B, we have 5 non-matching record. 5 here, there isn't any match in table A, so it is null. And we have one null in table B, that is table 2. So again, it would have non-matching in table A, so it would be null and null. So total, there are 16 number of records. So this is how the join condition works in SQL. Uh, let's assume we would add few more records here. 3, 3. Let's see the count of records again. So we have around 9 records in both the table. Yeah. So in case of inner join, what would be the count here? So in case of inner join, table A and table B, similar records. So 1, we have 3 matching records. So 1 into 3 is 3. Again, 1, we have 3 matching records. So 3. Again, for 2, we have 2 matching records. So 2. Again, 2, for we have 2 matching records. Again, 2. For 3 and 3, there are 2 threes here. Now I have added additional 3, so it got added at the end, and I have also added additional 3. So for this 3, we have 2 matching records, this and this. So it would be 2 again. And 4, we doesn't have any matching. For 3, again, we have a matching. So it would be 2. For this 3, we have this and this matching again, so it would be 2. And in case of inner join, as I clearly said, there won't be any in case of null, the inner join won't work. I mean, every null acts as an unique identifier, so no matching of null records here. So we have around 14 number of records: 3 plus 3 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 plus 2 12 and plus 2 14. So we have 14 number of records. In case of left join, all the matching records, so count would be somewhat similar, just because we have all the matching records. So in case of left join, yep, but in case of left join, as we had additional two nulls in table A, that is the table towards left, so these two nulls would come into picture. So the count would be same as inner join plus two additional nulls, so plus 1 plus 1. It would be 3 plus 3 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 plus 2 12 plus 2 14 15 and 16. So there would be 16 number of records in case of left join. Yeah, for 3 I guess we have an additional 2 here. Yep, sorry, my bad. It would be 17 number of records. So for, sorry, in case of left join, yeah, let's see the records again. Yeah, so for every one, we have three similar records. For every one, we have three similar records. For every two, we have two similar records. For every two, we have two similar records. For every three, we have two similar records. For every three, we have two similar records, and every null would act independently. So in case of left join, 17 records would be present, and four also, the count of 4 also would come into picture as it is the part of left table. So total 17 number of records. In case of right join, how does it look like? Let's see. We have 9 records in the table towards right, or the table 2. So for every one, we have two matching records. So in we will remove 2. Now for every one again 2. So plus 2. For these third one, we have plus 2. So this 2 we have two matching records. So plus 2. This 2 also we have two matching records, plus 2. So this 3 has two matching records, 3 and 3. So plus 2. This 5, there isn't any 5 option available, but it's a right join. So we will assume it as a one record. So null, we would again assume it as a one record, which is a part of right join. And for this 3, we have two similar records, two threes available. So it would be 2 plus 2 4 plus 2 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 12 13 14 15 and 16. Yep. So in case of right join, 16 number of records come into picture. And in case of full outer join, let's see how many records we have. So all the similar records and non-similar records would come into picture in case of full outer join. So it would be total 19 records. So how it would calculate all the similar records? You would take all the similar records here. So for every one, 3 ones available. So 3. For this one, we have 3 ones available, 3. For this 2, we have 2 twos available. So 2. This 2, again 2 records. So 2. This 3, we have 2 threes available. So 2. This 4, um, we don't have any similar, but in case of right join, we would assume it as 1. 2 nulls would act separately independently. So plus 1, again plus 1. In case of this 3, we have similar record, 3. Sorry, 2. In case of the matching columns are completed, so we have non-matching column 5 in table 2, so that one record, and one null, again that one record. So 3 plus 3 6 plus 2 8 plus 2 10 plus 2 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 19. So in case of full outer join, total 19 records would come into picture. All the matching records, These are also matching and non-matching records from both the tables. So this is how the complex join works in. Um, it might look easy to any of the I mean, while asking interviewer, it might look easy for us, but to answer them, we would as there would be number of duplicates available, we would be bit confused. So simplify, in order to simplify it, for every matching record we have to match that record first in case of inner join, and then present out the result. So in case of left join, all the matching records and then all the records present in the left table. In case of right join, all the matching records between the two tables and all the number of non-matching records in the right table. And in case of outer join, matching as well as non-matching records all together. So this is how the join concepts work in SQL. Yeah, thank you.